So Bethesda finally gave us the long-promised vehicles, or more like vehicle, because there is actually only one so far, but it's actually really awesome. And besides, modders instantly said, yeah, that's cool and all, but we can make it bigger, we can make it better, we can fix it for you. Here, hold my Mountain Dew, we'll show you some vehicles. So yes, in this episode we talk about how to get the new car, how to make it way more awesome, and also how to get more cool cars. So in other words, the coolest vehicle mods. First things first, we need to get the actual vanilla vehicle to work, and that is not as straightforward as you might think. Bethesda added the Rover in the last update, which is good question actually, since Bethesda stopped releasing patch notes after update 1.12.30. The patch notes for 1.12.32, for example, are nowhere to be found, and this vehicle update is actually 1.13.61. But that is not that important. What is important is that if you are using mods, you will have to go through some steps before you can get the new vehicle. That's right, mods can cause a lot of problems with the new update, and it is ridiculous what kind of misinformation you can get online. If you search for solutions to vehicle problems, this guy's video is literally the first result. And guess what? This nibba literally tells you to just disable all your mods to get the new vehicle working. Wow, it's amazing how far room temperature IQ YouTubers can get. This is the problem with YouTube. You don't need to have good content, you just need to be the first one to post it. Just get out there and sell it. Yeah, so anyway, obviously there is a much smarter solution and much better way to do it. First of all, we need to get the Rev 8 ship vendor fix. This mod should take care of all the problems, like for example the vehicle not being purchasable or not spawning. So all you have to do now is go to literally any ship technician guy and buy your new Rev 8 for 25,000. But wait, we are not done yet, because now the vehicle will be there, but you will most likely have the bug where you can't get out of it. This is caused by the mod StarUI HUD. Pretty much everybody uses StarUI mods, but the problem is that they have not been updated for a very long time and can cause a lot of problems. Fortunately, we have the fix right here, StarUI HUD Rev 8 patch. Here you can find two files actually, make sure to get them both. That way you will be able to fix StarUI HUD itself, so it should work properly now, and also the Rev 8 vehicle feature. Now the button to get out of the car should work correctly. Should you still experience that it does not do anything, that might be because of a couple of other similar mods. Basically mods that somehow alter the interface. Fortunately, all such mods are listed here in the description of this mod. And also fortunately almost all those mods have been updated already, so all you have to do is download the newest version of them. The only two mods that are yet to be updated are Scanner Encumbrance Display with Time and Customizable HUD. So in other words, if you have any of those two, you will have to disable them until they get updated as well, or you will have problems with the car. So now that we are all set up to ride our badass vehicle, and badass it is indeed, Bethesda really did something absolutely right here for once. The animations and physics are really smooth, the car has a cool booster feature, both horizontally and vertically, so you can get over stuff really easily. A real all-terrain vehicle, so to say. It also has a cool cannon on the roof. They pretty much adapted to the vehicle concept of the Mass Effect games here. I actually predicted that development in one of my earlier videos, and I'm glad I was right, because this is exactly the right way to do it. The only thing that's kinda still missing right now is the customization, but as I said, modders have been let loose on it already, so yeah, you can believe that. And so the first mod to make the vehicles even more awesome is Shade's Vehicle Tuner. That's right, we are going to pimp that ride. This fancy little mod adds so many new cool features, it's unbelievable really. For example, it adds a very needed cargo hold to the car. I really don't know why Bethesda didn't add that function. I thought that was the whole point of having a vehicle. This mod also comes with a very cool menu. Basically, it adds new entries to the gameplay options menu. In other words, it also seamlessly integrates into this whole experience model that is going on in this game. It all works so well together you could easily believe it was part of the actual game from the beginning. You can, for example, change the size of the cargo hold here and also how you are able to access it. The cargo holds can be also accessed with a remote, for example. If you select this option, this remote will be added automatically to your inventory. It's really awesome actually, because this remote also lets you summon the vehicle if you choose this option. And that's by far not all. This mod also adds a secondary weapon to the vehicle. You have to turn it on in the menu first. There are also some different options for it, whether it uses ammo or not, and then you will also get a new item to actually use it. You have to favorite it, or better yet bind it to a hotkey, so you can use it without opening this quick menu. But yes, it lets you shoot rockets. How awesome is that, right? There are also options to make both weapons even more powerful. You can also let them scale with player level, for example. I mean, seriously, this little mod absolutely puts Bethesda to shame once again. Sure, they gave us a cool vehicle, but again, it's like they released a beta version of it, and now the modders are completing this work. I mean, what else is new, right? Anyway, another mod that got really popular is no vehicle mouse steering. Basically, when you drive around using keyboard and mouse, the vehicle turns in the direction in which you point the camera automatically. It's kinda like in Halo. This kind of controls are really annoying for most people, I think. It's a bit less noticeable when you use the controller, but still. And fortunately, this mod here also comes with controller support. In other words, for the keyboard and mouse version, as long as you hold down the W key, you will always go straight, no matter where you point the camera, so you can look around as you drive. And for the controller, the car will always go in the direction where you tilt the left analog stick to, no matter where the camera points. This does not sound like much, but honestly it is a great improvement. You will instantly notice the difference once you try it out. So anyway, the vehicle is very cool, we can agree on that. But only one vehicle, no customization, not on my watch, said the modders. And so check out the M12B Warthog. Yes, I just mentioned Halo like a minute ago, and here we are already. Modders work fast indeed. That car actually fits very well into the game, and now we are going to show those aliens who's boss. Did you know you can actually drive around in cities and run people over? GTA San Atlantis, ladies and gentlemen. I think Bethesda didn't really think this one through. Somebody should make a mod where the guards pull you out of the vehicle and arrest you or something, or use an EMP weapon to disable your car. I mean, seriously, look at this. This is nuts. But wait, we of course have more cool vehicles. How about a classic, old Earth ATV? Yeah, I thought it would be the most fitting to test it on, well, you know, Earth. Well, I mean, technically this kind of vehicle, I mean with a classic combustion engine, would not work on planets and moons with no oxygen in the atmosphere, so let's just say it has been upgraded with whatever engine the vehicles here in Starfield usually have. Probably the same type of engine as the ships also. I mean, the cars here also have thrusters and afterburners and whatnot, so it would totally make sense. Another car you might wanna get is the Stag Enforcer. This one is actually from Saints Row the 3rd Remastered, and I have to say this one actually fits well into this game too. Something about its design just feels absolutely correct. It's actually quite a simple design, but really blends well with the overall theme of Starfield. I guess it does kinda look a bit futuristic, so it is definitely a cool addition. It's funny how things instantly change with a new ride. Fortunately, we have many more of them. How about something a bit more old school looking, for example, like the Crimson Gang van? Ooh yeah, this one totally fits if you play like a mean raider character or something, or whatever they are called in this game, Crimson Fleet or something like that. Yes, super original name, because Crimson Dawn was already taken, I guess. Anyway, that vehicle totally gives me some A-Team vibes right there. I love it when a good mod comes together, or something, I don't know. video. Oh wait, now I got it. I love it when a good mod list comes together. Okay, the next one is actually super lore-friendly, the original Lunar Rover from the Apollo mission, that may or may not have happened, believe what you want. So yeah, I guess from Starfield's point of view, this here is a real old-timer, actually something that belongs into a museum, and some crazy lunatic, pun intended, stole it and now drives around the moon, for fun. Someone call the cops, please. I also love how the satellite dish is actually the cannon and shoots lasers. This was actually the very first vehicle mod and therefore is only a replacer. All the other vehicles we had so far are actually added standalone, so you can just switch them out at the ship technician guy. But yeah, the Lunar Rover buggy looks really awesome. Okay, the next mod is also very lore-friendly, because it's a Star Wars mod, the X-34 Landspeeder. Yes, Star Wars mods are obviously very lore-friendly, because it's in a galaxy far, far away, but it is in our universe, and Starfield is also in our universe, so it totally checks out. At least I believe that Star Wars things belong into Starfield. I mean, you literally get Force abilities in this game. Also, considering how many Star Wars mods are out there, it just shows that a lot of people think that way. So anyway, this speeder is available as a replacer or as a standalone vehicle, and it's obviously really cool. It does not literally hover, of course, it's just an illusion, it still handles like the base car. But I mean, those are just the first mods we are looking at right here. I bet in the future we will get some really crazy stuff. And speaking of crazy stuff, the next vehicle is really something else. D-Stroy! I mean, I was complaining that this game does not have humanoid aliens in the past, but this here gives me some hardcore Mars Attacks vibes. So guess which planet I'm testing this one on? That's right, Mercury. I'm kidding, it's Mars, of course. Also, this vehicle is the most unique one so far. There is a lot of custom mechanics to it. So, first of all, you cannot ride it with two people, it's a one-seater. I mean, technically you can, but if you have a companion with you, they will kinda get stuck in this UFO, and then only spawn next to you after you go through some door. So this is also why I told Sam to wait. Also, this ride handles completely different, it actually flies. Basically, you can only control it with the vertical and horizontal booster. You also have unlimited booster while you are in it. The gauge does not deplete, but sometimes it still needs like a short cooldown time for some reason. I guess it's just part of the coding. But it's still nice to be able to actually fly inside the atmosphere. Also, I had to disable the no mouse steering mod, because I was not able to steer at all with it enabled. I guess because there are no wheels, you do need the mouse steering for this one. But yeah, this mod actually shows a lot of creativity and just makes one hyped up for all the crazy things modders will be able to do with this new mechanic in the future. Anyway, this is all for this episode. You can find links to all mods in the description below. Also, if you enjoyed this mod review, we have a lot more on the channel. We have like literally hundreds of them by now. We also have buttons, like the like button and the subscribe button. You can try those out too if you want. And also thank you all for watching, and see you around.